nothing starts before its time, as we all know. I'm going to waste much of your time, let's get into it. But before Brother.KABA, I want to also introduce Brother T.Coleman. Is it possible if you can just step up for a while? Would you please give this brother a round of applause, please? So we're going to part in making this happen. And the brother's from Amsterdam, right?
Yes.
From Amsterdam, and he's been doing work over in Amsterdam. So hopefully as well in the near future, we're going to be returning and we're going to be doing lots of work where we're going to be bringing speakers over, doing events, lectures, and seminars, and so on and so forth. So, Brother Imam, if you'd like to say a few words, people just let us know.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm not going to keep you long. I'm going to explain a little bit what I do in Bola. The same thing like you're doing here. I'm trying to educate my people about our history. But microphone?
Yes. Okay, microphone.
Thank you.
Once again, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dima, and I come from Dogon, in Amsterdam. I'm doing the same thing what you are doing here, trying to educate my people, to bring lecturers over, if possible, everywhere on the globe, bring them to Holland. We are now already 2.5 years, but it's going slowly. If I look at you here, then your speed is very faster than the people over there. Because my people are still locked up. And you know what I mean. It's very difficult to teach them on this because every time that you try to teach them, I find sorry if somebody feels it. I find a little bit my people. I'm not angry, but I live it. I want only thing to educate my people about their history. But because the way what is happening now in Holland, from all the groups that are living there, the Nubians are the ones who are at the back. We still sit at the back of the bus, also in economic life. But I hope that slowly these things change. But that's all I want to tell you. In the coming time, we will have a few other people who I hope that they're going to be here also. And I want to, this Pro.KABA, P.R.O.KABA come here. He came yesterday to his lecture. I don't want to say nothing. This is wonderful. And I want to thank you for that I can hear you listening and enjoy the show.
Thank you. I don't know what the topic is. We don't know what the topic is today. A sister just earlier on was passing by. She said, well, what's going on this evening? And I explained to her, it's about the mysteries of the Dogon. She said, well, I've never heard about this Dogon stuff. Well, where's it come from? And I said, well, it's that time. You didn't hear about it before because you weren't meant to hear about it. So it's all coming out now. This information about the Dogon, the Africans, these people that the Europeans considered as primitive. If you look at the word primitive, you see the word 5 nations in there, which shows that that's us, your ancestors. So we need to get back, or we need to return, not get back, but we need to return to what was and what is. See? So the brother's going to be giving you some real deep stuff on the Dogon, and I want you to take it, cherish it, bury it, and live it. Because it is you, and you are it. So without further ado, I'm not going to keep you waiting. A lot of you know this brother by the name of T.Coleman. I don't think he's very capable of being called that name. It's Brother.KABA. So for future references, that Brother.KABA, T.Coleman. That's the X, name of him by. But the brother's real deep. You may have seen the DVD with him and A.K.A. was one of the main ones, the first ones I saw of the brother, and the brother just went into it deep. I'm telling you, just really it blew my mind. And I know definitely with the information that he has here today, he will do the same thing. So without further ado, you give a warm round of applause for Brother.KABA.
Jumbo. I would also like to follow up with my brother Israel in thanking Brother Ima. Brother Ima and I have been talking since March about these events that have been going on this country. And in celebrating our ancestors, probably one of the finest human beings that ever walked the planet, who lived and died and was in the plan of liberating us when we transcended and joined the ancestors here in London in 1940. I couldn't begin without celebrating the full libation for the spirit and the energy of the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey. Let's give our brother. And never is there a storm or a tornado or a hurricane that I don't look for that brother in the whirlwind. His voice is everything he did. And I'm from New York, born and raised in New York. And Brother Iman and I have been talking, and I thank my brother so much for his tenacity, for his struggle, and for all that he did. Because it took a lot to get me here, and I know that on his part. He may not talk about it, but I know it took a lot. And then reaching out to Ancient Future and to Muwata Book also extended this piece, and they joined in helping me get this. And so I really appreciate your inviting me. Wherever Africans are, Africa is. And wherever Africa is, I am home. Makes no difference where I am, and that is what the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey was teaching. Africa to Africa, and home and abroad. And it's something that as we go into this 21st century and we experience these events, we look at our children, it's important that we begin to understand that many are called, but few are chosen. And I have never looked for large numbers of our people, because some of our people, wherever I go, I can tell by their face that they're free. They don't mean anybody any harm. They have, just by manner of degree, been impacted by this maafa, this Kiswahili word that means terrorist disaster. Dr. Wayne Noble, a psychiatrist from San Francisco, said that African people are the recipients of shattered consciousnesses and fractured souls. And what we're doing here in these activities is we're coming back together again. And it's so interesting that we would do it in the reflection of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, because this is what he was talking about. He was talking about us coming together in whatever faith, by matter whatever degree, open up our consciousness and begin to look at our history and our culture and understand that we are a great people. And the more I learn, how much I have more to learn. People say when we do presentations and they talk to me about what I present, and they say, I'm learning. And I tell them, brother, sister, I'm learning too. The books that I read today are opening up my third eye. My chakras are constantly in energetic motion because of what I feel as an active person. And I'm getting to understand this more and more as I move through this process. So I am honored and I'm privileged to be here. Because for me to be able to share this information, I'm growing too. Every day I grow. It's not about, and so when we start to talk, ask questions, get into this dialogue, it's not about me talking to you, it's about us growing together. And so I'm hoping that you take this presentation as a growth process, so that when you leave this place today, that it's not just about you heard a lecture. If you walk out of here and can do something with what you learned, I've been successful. But if this just becomes a bunch of information that you now are recording, I have failed. The Moors taught us that if you can't use what you learned, You wasted your time attempting to learn. You should be able to use what you learn. Leave here as a different person who walks in. To understand who the Dogon were, and to understand who the Kemites were, it's important that you understand Africa as Dr. Sheikh Diop teaches us, that there is a cultural unity in Africa. When our world was shattered, Dr. Van Sertima talks about this when he talks about what happened when the Europeans came to Africa. He shattered Africa and he sent it to all different parts of the planet. Of course now,